Hi everyone, it's Sharon here from Marvel Financial. Today I'm just going to give you some useful tips on how to keep your credit score healthy or improve if that's the case. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be for mortgages. You might just want to get a better interest rate on your loan or your credit card. So these hints and tips should be really helpful in those areas as well. So my point one then is actually getting yourself registered on the voters roll, okay, on the electoral roll. And the whole point of that is really when a provider is doing a check or a credit check, they want to be able to identify you and your address history, and that is the way to do it. You will find that as soon as you get yourself registered, though, that it's like getting brownie points. You'll automatically see an increase on your overall score. So not major, but there will definitely be an increase. So definitely get it done as soon as you can. It can take anything up to between 4 and 8 weeks for the register to link in with your credit score. So the sooner the better, really. So yeah. Hopefully you're going to find that helpful. My second point then really is high utilisation. So this is a big one. So if you have rolling credits such as credit cards and store cards and you have spent over 90% of the limit, that would be classified as high utilisation and would go down as a negative when any sort of provider is doing a credit check on you. So always make sure you never go above 90% of the spending of the limit, that is available to you. And I suppose nicely what links in with that then is my third point of minimum payments. Never ever just pay minimum payments on these rolling credits, because again, you know, the provider doing the credit check or that you're applying for extra debt with wants to know that you can manage your debt and reduce it. So it isn't just about, you know, taking debt. You know, when you're going above 90% of your limit, potentially the lender can see that you're having to really rely on that debt. So it would be classified as high risk and it would just drop your score slightly. And again, paying minimum payments just shows you're only just getting by, you know, that are you even able to manage your debts. So I always advise, you know, always pay a little bit more than just minimum payment. Doesn't have to be a lot more. You don't have to be breaking the bank, but just a couple of pounds more can make that difference. And you should see a difference in the next 2 to 3 months if you're able to make that difference. So yeah, don't ever leave it to just minimum payment. My final point then is really for people who rent. So if you're currently renting, even if you're on housing benefit and renting, this has been really, really successful, but there is a link that I'm going to add on the back of this video, and it takes you to a page called Credit Ladder. You can now link your rent to your credit score. One of the best things of when you take a mortgage, it improves your credit score quite a lot because it's consistent, it's every month, it's a large amount of borrowing, and you know you're paying off, you know, every month at regular time. So we always find that, you know, anyone who has a mortgage tends to have the better, higher score than someone who may just be renting. But now that you can link your rent to the credit score, I think is fantastic. So it is free. If you go into the tenants page, follow the instructions. It's all very self-explanatory. I just think the sooner the better, really, because if you're in a position where you just want to get the better interest rate on a loan or a credit card, you could be saving yourself loads of money by doing that. Or even just, you know, you eventually want to be a first-time buyer and actually take on a mortgage. And may want to take, you know, quite a large mortgage, then, you know, you just need to improve that credit score a little bit, then this is the way to do it. Definitely link your rent to your credit score. I think at the end of the day, you're paying someone else's rent mortgage, essentially, in most cases when you're paying a rent, so why not make it work to your advantage? So definitely don't miss out on that trick. So I'll leave the link on the end of this video. But they're my 4 points. So voters roll, get yourself registered, high utilisation, never spend more than 90% of the limits on any rolling credit, such as credit cards and store cards. Point 3, never just pay minimum payment, even if it's a couple of pounds more, just pay a little bit more every month. And point 4, for those who are renting, get on Credit Ladder, get your rent linked to your credit score to get that improving your overall score. But I hope you find them helpful tips, really, really useful. And if you've got any questions, feel free to send them through to me. I'll be more than happy to answer them and then get in touch with you directly. Thank you for your time. Thanks.